that guy. I'm not. This is the first time I've seen a Donald Trump I'm not afraid of. He is exaggerating how bad things were. That's okay. He's exaggerating how good things are. That is great for us. That is fantastic. His big threat to Democrats is he was more in touch with ordinary people and everybody else. Yeah, the Democratic elite sitting up here talking big fancy words and coming up with some new thing to be worried about every day. And he was right there with the everyday people. This is not how everyday people are experiencing this economy or the country. People are scared. They are worried. They see a bunch of things that are happening that seem completely out of control. They're seeing shootings happening all over the place. This reverse migration is happening because rather than going after the cartels, these ICE agents are going after nannies and stuff. So the Latin community is backing off. So this is the first time you've seen a Donald Trump. He sounded a little scared. He sounded a little nervous. I don't know. Maybe he was just going too fast. I don't want to read anything into that. But I think if you're a Democrat who's sitting here tonight biting your nails, is this guy going to kill us, crush us? I think this is a beatable guy next year, and I think he proved it tonight.
Very quickly, a lot of Republicans wanted an answer on health care because it's dividing the party right now. He didn't give it to them. He said, we're going to give you money. They can't pass that. And a lot of Republicans wanted to figure what they're in a bind because they have legitimate philosophical, ideological differences about Obamacare.
I mean, we saw this playing out today on Capitol Hill.
Right.
They're moderate Republicans were saying, we're going to go with the Democrats on this because they were frustrated with the House Speaker.
To Scott's point about him being the leader, he is the leader of the party. On this one, he's kind of stepped back because he said in his first term, I'll repeal and replace, I'll have a plan. He said in this term he would, he didn't use those words again, but they would do it. And he's never put forward a plan to do it, in part because the Republican Party, the Trump Republican Party today, the Republican Party in the Obama days voted no. The Trump Republican Party today is all over the place. They have so many different ideas, they cannot come up with a consensus.
Well, on the House floor tonight, the House Republicans did pass a health insurance bill. It's not a replacement for the subsidies because most Republicans don't want to keep paying insurance companies, but they did pass a bill that the CBO says would lower premiums by 12%. So you're starting to see something come into play, but villainizing the health insurance companies I still think is good politics.
One good thing was he's going to give money to soldiers. I think, listen, that's a good thing. So that's the only thing I could find in there that I hadn't heard before. And giving some money to our soldiers is a good thing. Other than that, it was just a gift to Democrats.
Well, and given the numbers that he touted on the economy and what he said about bringing down prices fast, I want to bring in CNN's chief data analyst, Harry Enten, because, Harry, I think there are questions about what the president said tonight, what he touted, and how that squares with the numbers that you see.
Yeah, what do I see? This is a little bit of a